There's a place on the map where West Africa meets the Atlantic Ocean. It's called Côte d'Ivoire, or the Ivory Coast. Its name makes you think of old trading days and history, but the real story is about the people who live there. Here people are strong and happy, and the country moves to its own lively beat. The Ivory Coast is a powerful country in its region, mixing French old ways with strong African traditions. You can see it in the buildings, hear it in the language, and taste it in the food. Tall buildings in Abidjan stand near villages where life is slower, creating an interesting mix of old and new. This is a country looking ahead, but it doesn't forget where it came from. You come here to see beyond what you expect, to hear music playing from every door and smell street food on every corner. The people greet you with real smiles, proud and happy to share their home. This trip is for people who are curious, those who look for stories in small streets, markets, and overshared meals. We'll explore the busy city, old traditions, and wild places. We'll meet the people who grow the world's chocolate and hear what they have to say. The Ivory Coast is a place of beauty, history, and a spirit that can't be broken. It's a country that welcomes you in, not like a visitor, but like a friend. Abidjan. It's like the New York City of West Africa. Tall buildings, bridges, and a city full of energy. This is where the Ivory Coast makes its money, pulling in dreams from all over the area. The city never sleeps. Life spills onto the streets in a lively, busy dance. Abidjan's music is everywhere. Coupé décalé in taxis, zouglou in the bars. Music is what keeps the city going. In outdoor restaurants called maquis, people gather to dance, meet, and tell stories. To understand Abidjan, you have to eat its street food. The real taste is at the food stands. Try aliko, which is sweet fried plantains, or attiqué with grilled fish. Eating here is a social event, honest and delicious. The markets, like the Treichville market, are the busy heart of the city. Piles of clothes, the smell of spices, the sound of people bargaining. This is where Abidjan truly comes alive. You can find anything here, from crafts to electronics. Walking through these markets is an adventure, a wild experience that shows you the city's raw energy. It's where you see the hard work that keeps Abidjan moving. The city's spirit is catching and you can't help but get caught up in its rhythm. Abidjan is more than a city. It's an experience. Every corner tells a story. Every street is full of life. This is the heart of the Ivory Coast, and it's beating faster than ever. Culture in the Ivory Coast is alive. It's part of everyday life, not just something kept in museums. More than 60 different groups of people create a rich mix of customs and celebrations. Tradition is a living part of today, seen in how people respect their elders and in lively festivals. The Mask Festival in Man is an amazing show. Villages come together, dancers in special masks honor ancestors and spirits. Each mask tells a story, connecting the people to their past. Artists make beautiful senufo carvings, bolé fabrics, and brass figures, art with meaning and purpose. A carved stool might show a chief's power, a patterned cloth might tell a wise saying. Dance is like telling a story. The Zauli dance of the Guro people, for example, is a beautiful tribute to beauty and tradition. Every area has its own dances and music, and each performance gives you a peek into the community's soul. These traditions are not just saved. They're celebrated, changing, and shared with pride. To see them is to get a glimpse of what it means to be from the Ivory Coast. Culture here isn't just something you see, it's something you feel, and it's something you won't forget. Away from the cities, the Ivory Coast shows its wild side. The coastline stretches for hundreds of miles, golden beaches, quiet lakes, and rough shores. In Grand Bassam or Assini, the Atlantic Ocean waves crash against palm-lined beaches, fishermen pull in their nets, and a sense of calm settles in. The rainforests, like Tai National Park, are old, full of life, and home to rare animals like chimpanzees and tiny hippos. Walking here is like stepping into another world, a safe place for many different kinds of plants and animals. Komoe National Park's grassy plains have elephants, monkeys, and lots of birds. Waterfalls near Man and large lakes add to the country's natural wonders. These places are more than just pretty views. They support and inspire the people. The connection between people from the Ivory Coast and their land is deep and lasting. Nature shapes their culture, how they live, and who they are. It's a relationship of respect that has lasted for hundreds of years. The Ivory Coast is like a colorful picture made of many pieces, over 60 different groups of people, each with its own language and traditions. This variety is both a strength and a challenge, creating a rich cultural landscape. French is the official language, but markets are buzzing with Dioula, Boulé, Bété, and more. Each language offers a special way of seeing the world, a chorus of voices that makes up the nation. Being welcoming, Akwaba, is a main value, treating guests as blessings. You'll be invited in, offered a meal, and treated with real kindness. This generosity builds bridges and brings people together despite their differences. Diversity has caused some problems, but people keep going strong. Neighbors from different backgrounds live and work together, building communities. What it means to be from the Ivory Coast is still being figured out, balancing loyalty to different regions and pride in the country. It's a changing, developing story. What brings people from the Ivory Coast together is a shared wish for peace and a better future. Their spirit is one of hope and never giving up. And that's what makes the country so interesting. The world loves chocolate, but in the Ivory Coast, cacao is everything. As the biggest producer of cacao in the world, the story of chocolate starts on small farms run by families. Farmers pick the cacao pods by hand, let the beans ferment under banana leaves and dry them in the sun. This careful process, passed down for many years, is the main support of life in the countryside. Cacao pays for school, healthcare, everything. But it's a tough business. Prices go up and down, climate change threatens crops, and disease is always a risk. Even with these problems, farmers keep going with pride and strength. Visiting a cacao cooperative, you see how dedicated they are and their hope for a better future. Fair trade and farming that helps the environment are becoming more common, aiming to make lives better and protect the land. For people from the Ivory Coast, cacao is more than just a crop, it's their history and their hope. Every bean tells a story of hard work and dreams for the next generation. The next time you eat chocolate, remember where it begins. It's a taste of the spirit of the Ivory Coast, and it's something you won't forget. To truly know the Ivory Coast, you need to know its history, marked by kingdoms, being taken over by other countries and never giving up. Portuguese and French traders came for gold, ivory and slaves, leaving deep scars and shaping the country's spirit. The French colonial time brought roads, cities, and cash crops, but also unfair treatment and trying to stop their culture. Independence came in 1960, led by Félix Houphouët-Boigny, bringing peace and money growth. It was like a miracle for the Ivory Coast. Abidjan's tall buildings went up, and the country became an example for the region. After Houphouët-Boigny died, the unity broke, leading to problems and civil war. The scars of the fighting are still there, but so is the will to heal. In recent years, making peace and rebuilding have brought new hope. The economy is growing, and hope is coming back. The country's journey has been one of wins and troubles. Its history is important for understanding the Ivory Coast today. The past shapes the present, but the future is being written new. This is a country that refuses to be defined by its difficulties. It's always moving forward. After years of problems, a new energy fills the Ivory Coast. Construction cranes are all over Abidjan's skyline, and conversations are full of hope and big plans. The country is once again a center for business, powered by young, energetic people. Young people are starting businesses, creating art, and sharing their culture with the world. They're not waiting for the future, they're building it. Challenges are still there, healing old wounds, making things more equal, and making sure everyone has a chance. But the feeling is one of hope and strength. People from the Ivory Coast are proud of their past, but focused on what's next. They dream of a country that lives up to its full potential. This is a country on the move, full of dreams and determination. The belief in a brighter tomorrow is stronger than ever. So, what is the Ivory Coast? It's the busy noise of an Abidjan market, the respect of a cacao farmer, the rhythm of a mass dance. It's a country with 1,000 faces and stories, complicated, beautiful, unforgettable. The Ivory Coast can't be easily put into a box. It's not the Africa you read about in headlines or see in travel ads. It's a place of spirit, creativity, and strength, where the past and future meet. If you're looking for more than just a pretty picture, this is where you should go. Come with an open mind and heart, ready to listen, learn, and be surprised. Let the music move you, the food wake up your senses, and the warmth of Akwaba welcome you. This little peek is just the start. The real story begins when you get there. Go meet the people, hear their stories, and share a meal. Discover the Ivory Coast like a curious traveler, not just a tourist. It's an invitation to experience a lively, living soul, one you won't be sorry you accepted. You might just find a part of the world you never knew you were looking for. The Ivory Coast is waiting. Will you answer the call?